Hi, it's more time. Today we are going to make some homemade crochet hooks. I'm going to be using a chopstick, just a regular wooden one. But because I have posted a couple of videos about this before and someone commented and said that they use chopstick, and that's so clever. I just tried to like cut a little bit and it definitely works. So it is very easy. There's only like one thing you need. It's obviously a chopstick or a regular stick and a sharp knife. Like, it would be best to have a carving knife. I don't have that myself yet. It's on my Christmas wish list, so hopefully by December. But as of right now, I'm just using a like regular box cutter, I think it's called. And yeah, I also have to come up with a disclaimer, like if you're, I don't know, under 15, 16, you should probably do this with an adult by your side. Even though it's just a box cutter, it is sharp. I cut myself last winter on one of these while when I was carving this one, and I got too cocky. I was like, oh, I know what I'm doing. I'm an adult. I was 22 at the time, you know, silly me. And then I cut myself. So yeah, be careful with knives. So the most difficult part is to get that little I have no idea what it's called, but that little cut. But what you do is just grab a pencil, or you could just not do it, but if it is easier for you, and just I can't speak while doing this. Something like this, just carve, because when you then carve the part here, you will already have almost a functioning crochet hook. You just need to like smooth up the here and then make this part a little skinnier. It all depends on what you prefer. It doesn't really matter. Like, this one is just skinny up here and then the same size, so it's all about what crochet hook size you want. But let's carve out this part. I'm gonna get back to you. To have a little bit more control over what you're doing, I'd recommend trying to, like, at the top part right here, try and like push it down a little, like that, so that when you carve it, and I also recommend using your thumb, your other thumb, to like push, just hold the knife with this one and just push it like that. If you get what I'm saying. And then again, if it doesn't fall completely off, just try again with the thumb. Just try on the part here a little bit down, and then you can just take it off. So just keep doing that. Just go like that and then cut it off. Now we have a little, it almost looks like a hook just as is, but we are going to try and carve a little bit up right here to make it more, have that hook vibe. I don't know how to explain it. Again, you can take a pencil and just draw a little line just like that. It will just make it easier to know what part to remove, because there shouldn't be any pencil left on the wood. So just do that on both sides. Just a little dot in the beginning, and then remove it as carefully as you can. Now that this part is skinnier, it's important to don't like use too much force, because the head might break, so just be careful. As you can see, I now have removed the pencil part, so it is definitely getting closer to a crochet hook, and you can do it as deep or shallow as you want. It's just what I do, okay? And now that you have this on the sides, it's a little bit easier at least to try to make it go more down like that. Just try and carve like down here and try at least to reach the parts so that it is like you can see through from here, you know. Yeah, it's not like completely necessary. It will just make it easier for the hook to hook the yarn, you know, but you could definitely just do it like this. But yeah, like this. I'd say for beginners, I'd actually recommend doing it on chopsticks rather than a stick found in the woods or outside. It's definitely like, I don't know, better to like don't go out and buy chopsticks, but if you are having sushi or something and then you happen to have these laying around, it's perfect. But if you're coming from trying to make it more like economically better, a stick definitely works, but I found it, I'm like shocked that it takes a little time. It like I've done this in less than 5 minutes, I think. And yeah, it's just, I'm surprised how easy it is to do it on a chopstick. It is my first time, so it definitely is easier on a chopstick rather than like natural stick. But the natural stick also works because I've done it, you know. So but now it is completely optional, but I'm going to just because it is like shorter on this side and longer on this side, so I'm just at least up here going to try and make it more completely round. And how I'm going to do that is just on the it's sort of like a square, so on the edges, sort of here and here, and then here and here, I'm just going to carve a little and then smooth it out. You can't really see that much of a difference, and it isn't, but it's just preference, you know. And now we're just going to do the top part. I see now that I made the hook part a little bit too low. Like, I don't think it really matters, but oh well. We're just going to make this be more of a tip, like have it be more like that. Yes, and again, you can do with the pencil, just on the edges, just draw sort of a circle on the corners so that you know to get rid of all of that. And you can also do it like lower, just draw all over, actually, just a little bit, because you want it to be sort of pointy at the top, so you can make a circle and just carve around it so that you have the little circle part left, and then just get rid of all of that pencil. Another comment I've gotten is that you could just buy a crochet hook for a couple of dollars, and you definitely could that. They aren't that expensive, but it's not really the point of the video, or like why I'm making it. It's not because I can't afford it. You definitely can make it because you can afford it, and it's more about, as you can see, this part here is pretty square. On a like normal crochet hook, the part is more like rounded, like my nail. It's more, I don't know how to explain it. So I'm also just going to take a little bit off here. Again, using the pencil is a great tool because then you know at least when to stop. But just draw just a tiny little bit on the edge, just so that you know you want it to be a little bit more round rather than square. Like that. It's not much, but it definitely makes a difference. I am going to try and carve the top away a little because it is really tall. It should be a little lower, like the top of the head. So I'm just going to get rid of at least a little bit. Here you go. If you're stuck in the woods, this is definitely more than enough. You don't have to, like, I bet you don't have any sandpaper in the woods or on an island, so like you're good to go now. But if you are at home and have sandpaper available, it's time to use it now. Just as you can see, it is a little like, I don't know what to say. So, but it needs a little sandpaper. So I'm going to use the finest one I have. This one is P240. I don't know anything about that, but ta-da! It is done. You can definitely go ahead and use some like cooking oil to just have on it, so that it, at least if it were to get like wet or something, it will handle it a little bit better. It might like get really dry, but it's definitely optional. And yeah, you're done. You can like go ahead and crochet. Let's do a little test right now. It is like definitely not as smooth as a store-bought one. I have this one out of wood. It's my favorite one out of all. It is a size 10, but it's so beautiful and it's so smooth. Like I don't know how they did that. So if anyone knows how to get it as smooth as this, like you can see how smooth it is. If anyone knows how to do that, please let me know so that I can make another video showing you how to do it, because like this is definitely the goal. But for survival, for fun, for starting, you can definitely do it. It takes a little bit more time, but like you can definitely crochet with it. And you can make it as thick or skinny as you want, all depending on what your project is, what your preference is. I did some double crochets, like it definitely works. You can make a great net out of this, like your shopping net. So yeah. Let me know if you want an even more like in-depth tutorial and me showing you every step of the way, not just telling you, so that you can see what I do. I just wanted to get this video out quickly because I've seen that most of the people who watch my channel are watching the couple of videos I already have on this topic. So I want to, yeah, just make another one to hopefully help someone. So yeah, any questions, leave them in the comments below. I'll try to answer them as good as I can. I'm just an amateur. I'm just a girl doing my one of my many hobbies, like, yeah, but I want to help. So, and if anyone has any tips on anything, leave them down below. So, hopefully you guys also want to make your own crochet hook at home, most likely for free if you have all the tools. Slay! If there are any other topics you want me to cover, like anything else you want me to try and make or give a tutorial on somehow, let me know. I'll see you in the next video. Bye!